Michelle again. I'm here with Sarah, and we just got to talking about how excited I was about the workbook, and I was asking her some questions about it, and I just really wanted to hear more about it. So I want to give her an opportunity to share the exciting things about the workbook she created too, because it sounds super cool.
Thanks. The workbook is Keeping It Together, a patient's companion through decision making. And really what I wanted to do was kind of lay out the process that I took when I was making some of these major medical decisions, especially in regards to breast cancer and my treatment. And there were a lot of factors and a lot of loose ends that I needed to kind of tie up before I could really make a decision. When you're diagnosed, and I'm sure you've seen this, when you're diagnosed, you are absolutely frazzled,
Oh, for sure.
overwhelmed, stressed. You don't know which end is up. And so I start my workbook with, take a breath.
Yeah.
You have to take a moment, breathe, and I actually provide a guided relaxation
Nice.
in the book, and we'll actually be recording that and offering it on my website.
I like that.
Yeah. The next step would be to gather your people around you. You need to consider who is your support in your life, who is going to, support you, but also be with you in your healing journey. They're not going to try to tell you what to do, but they're going to support what you know you need to do. And once you've done those things, then you can start thinking about the questions that you want to ask at your next doctor's appointment.
Yeah.
And start gathering the medical information.
Right.
But you need to consider some things first before that appointment.
Yeah, I think that's so important because, when patients come into our office, like you said, people are very frazzled, and then they're stepping into a medical setting where they're being exposed to things they've never heard about before, and it's about their own health, and it's all very scary. And to think that they're going to be in a good place for decision making is almost absurd, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this idea, even though it could feel really hard, I think it's so cool you're bringing that up, to stop, take a breath, get your people, understand how you feel about healing. Having those things in place, I can see could help people so much, because once you're in the doctor's office, it becomes even maybe more scary, and having that support, I can see, would just really offer so much help when someone's first navigating a hard diagnosis. So that's super cool, and I think that's really awesome. You had mentioned there's another part too for kind of record keeping, or just organizing too.
Right.
Tell me more about that.
So after you've taken a breath, thought about your own beliefs, and you've gathered your people around you, and you've gotten some information, what are you going to do with all the information? Because there are blood tests and, exams and screenings and this and that you have to keep track of. And so in the back of the workbook, I actually provide, I think there's about 50 pages, doctor's appointments, record keeping in the doctor's appointment, and I kind of prompt what you might want to remember, and then any questions that you might have for the next time, there's also a space for that. We forgot to ask the doctor about this, so you can write it down, and you have your workbook with you, so you can ask that the next time. You know what test you had when, and who you talked to.
Yeah.
So,
Awesome. I'm excited to see it.
Oh, good. I hope it's helpful.
Yeah. And then again, tell people where they can find the workbook, or how can someone pick up this workbook if they're interested?
Sure. It is available on Amazon.com, and for the month of October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month, I've actually reduced the prices on all of my books, so everything's half off.
Nice.
And on my website, you can purchase it there, sarahfenlonfalk.com.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.